Okay, we are on linear equations continued, and we are now on the new material. So page 159, number 13. Page 159, number 13. Here we go. So for the next couple, so you're going to do 13, 14, 15. I need you to do all three, and I want you to tell me, is it a line, is it linear, or is it not linear? So, on number 13, you should have said no. The reason why it's no is because we have y squared. We cannot have an exponent. Number 14, you would say yes. And it says write the equation in standard form. So if I have 8 plus y equals 4x, and if I want to get this in standard form, I need my x on the left side, and I need my number on the right side. So I'm going to bring my 4x over. So that gives me negative 4x plus 8 plus y equals 0. And then I'm going to bring my 8 over. So that would be negative 4x plus y equals negative 8. I just need to change my signs, and that would be standard form. So that would be yes. Number 15, when they have 9xy minus 6x equals 7, this would be no, because I have two variables connected. X and y are connected. Number 7 says graph each by using the x and y intercepts. Go ahead and pause number 7 and try. Number 7, I have y equals 4 plus x. So what I need to do is I need to find the intercepts. So, in order to find the intercepts, I need to plug in 0 for both. So, in order to find the x-intercept, I'm going to plug in 0 for y. So if I plug in 0y, I get 0 equals 4 plus x. Minus 4, so negative 4 equals x. So my x-intercept would be negative 4. In order to get the y-intercept, my x value needs to be 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 for x, so I get y equals 4 plus 0. So my y would equal 4. So my y-intercept would be 4. Now it says to graph. So in order to graph this, I would be at negative 1, 2, 3, 4 on my x line, and I would be positive 1, 2, 3, 4 on my y line. If I connect those dots, that is graphing by using my x and y intercepts. Page 219, number 1. Go ahead and pause the video and try. So it says write an equation in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. So if I need to write this in this equation, my m is my slope, my b is my y-intercept. I need to find those two pieces of information. Well, they give me my slope, so my slope was 2, so that's 2x. And they give me my y-intercept as 4, so that is actually the equation given in y equals mx plus b. They gave me the answer. I just had to write it. Page 219, number 5. Pause the video and try. Number 5, they give me negative 4x plus y equals 2, and they tell me to graph. Well, when I like to graph, I always like to get the y by itself. So I'm going to add the 4x to both sides, and I get y equals 4x plus 2. This is super easy to graph. I start at 2 on my y-axis, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go over 1. I could go down 1, 2, 3, 4, go to the left 1. There is my line. Page 220, number 11. Pause the video and try. Once again, I need to find the equation, y equals mx plus b. That means I need the slope and I need the y-intercept. So let me go ahead and look. in order to get the slope and the y-intercept, if I look at the graph that they give me, I know what my y-intercept is. My y-intercept is 2. Then what I need to do is find another point on the line. Here's a point, and here's another point. So how do I get from point to point? I go up 2 over 3. Now I know my slope, now I know my y-intercept. My y-intercept was 2, my slope was up 2 over 3. So my equation is y equals 2 over 3x plus 2. That is my equation. Number 44. It says graph each equation. Pause the video and try. They give me y equals 3/4 x minus 2. So let's go ahead and graph this. I start at -2. I go up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be my line graphed. Go ahead with page 229, number 1. Page 229, number 1. Pause the video and try. Number 1, I need to get y equals mx plus b with a point and a slope. So they give me a point, 3, -3, and slope 3. So let's see if this is enough information. So y equals, I know my slope is 3, so this would be 3x plus, but I don't know what my b represents, my y-intercept. If I don't know what my y-intercept is, I need to use the information that they gave me. They give me a point, x, y. They give me an x value and a y value, which is a point, and they give me the slope. So this is x1, y1. If this is a point and this is a slope, guess what? I'm going to use the point-slope formula. Point-slope formula is what I gave you over here. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So I'm going to go ahead and put that formula down. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. I'm going to use that formula. So I would have y minus, my y1 is -3. My m is 3. And then I have x minus, my x1 is 3. So a minus negative becomes a plus. I would distribute. I get y plus 3 equals 3x minus 3. Sorry, minus 9 because I multiplied. And now I would get rid of the 3, get rid of the 3. I get y equals 3x minus 12. -9 minus 3 is -12. Then we are on page 229, number 5. On 229, number 5, I did not teach you this yet. So they give me 4, -3, and then they give me 2, 3. These are both points. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. These are points. So if I'm trying to get way down here, y equals mx plus b, then what I'm trying to do is, I don't even know what my slope is, and I don't even know what my y-intercept is. But I know I can find my slope first. How do I find my slope? I use the slope formula. I would use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I would use my formula. So my y2 is 3 minus my y1 is -3. That gives me 3 plus 3. My x2 is 2, my x1 is 4. So this would give me 6 over -2. That would be -3. Now I know what my slope is. My slope is -3. Hey, now we're actually back over here to where I know what my slope is and I'm given a point. This is my slope. This is my point. So, if I'm given a point and a slope, I'm going to use point-slope. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So now I just need to plug in my information. I have y minus, my y1 is negative 3, so that becomes plus 3. My m is negative 3, then I have x minus, my x1 is 4. So this gives me y plus 3 equals negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. Minus 3, minus 3. So I get y equals negative 3x plus 9. Now I have the equation. And we are done.